Hey, welcome to Over the Hill Homesteaders. I'm outside today. It's amazing. I don't think I've been outside for a month. It just feels so great to be outside in the sun, this beautiful blue sky today. Guess what I'm doing? I'll give you one giant guess. Yep, I'm priming. This is the project that I was talking about in one of the earlier videos or blogs. I can't remember. We needed to get a railing up for John because of coming up the ramp. You can probably see the ramp there. He comes up the ramp, and when it gets real cold and icy here, this deck is completely solid ice, and I didn't want him flying off. So you can see we've got the railing on that side, and then we have this railing here on this side. So I'll show you some clips of us making the railing. Actually, I didn't make it. I had some wonderful, wonderful neighbors come in and bless me. Doris and Dan came and helped me with that, and I'm just so grateful for them taking that time out of their day to help me. And so here we are. It's actually October, the end of October, and I need to get this thing primed and painted, or I'm going to be in trouble. I don't want this wood to get crummy over the winter months, the rain and the snow. So I'm just going to be painting away today here with my primer. And John is resting real quietly at the hospital. So I thought I'd take a couple hours off and come and do some work. I had a special friend come, and he is reading John some scripture this afternoon, just sitting in his room with him, and I thought I'd take advantage of it and get some work done. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. I thought that I'd share that with you and let you know what's happening around the homestead. We're having a good old time here, me and the boys, and Dutchie somewhere. She's somewhere around here. So I'll get this going and give you some tips as I go along. I don't know what kind of tips you can use priming, but I know one thing John has always taught me. When you prime, you always want to do a good job priming, because if you don't do a good job priming, then when you put the paint on, it's going to look crummy. So, hey, I learned from the best. Now, I admit I'm not. I just do it to do it, but he taught me well. So next time you have a project, a painting project, just give me a call and I'll come on over and give you some help, okay? As I was priming the railway here, I set down my little sandwich, my peanut butter and honey sandwich that I was eating, and I noticed a little friend of mine was helping me with that. I wanted to show you. I think he's a wasp, but he seems to be very delighted. He's got his whole head stuck in a pool of honey. This is kind of funny. The wind came up and my sandwich blew on him, and the peanut butter got on his wings, and so he's wiping his back feet off. I don't know if you can see it. He's wiping his back feet off on his body. Poor guy. You know, John and I have always used these foam brushes when we paint. We hardly ever use the other ones. It's so nice to be able to, you know, when you come up to an area like this, you can see right here, you can just squish that right in there. And, you know, with the grain of the wood, you always want to go with the grain of the wood. but you can just squish it right in there and get it really nice. So if you haven't used a foam brush in some of your projects, you may want to give it a try. That's all we use. And then what's really nice about it is you don't have to wash them. Just throw them away. They're only $1. Sometimes you can even find them less than $1. And they're so nice. See how that's just kind of not covering that up? Well, then you just take it and you just squish it right in there. I hope you can see that. Maybe I better move that. So you can just squish it right in. So I'm coming to the end of my priming project for this side of the railing. I have the other side to do, but I won't bore you with that. But in the next couple days, I'll get it painted. This will dry in just a few minutes, actually. But I don't really have a few minutes. I've got some other projects I've got to do while I've got the time. So I'm just going to finish this one up and call it a day on priming. Turned out really nice. I'm really pleased with it. I always like to go back and just check things out, make sure I don't have any runs. And there we go.